Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, I'm not used to my nails being black. I'm happy, you know. I've always wanted to get my nails done, like, differently because, like, when I saw Matt Mercer on Critical Role, he had the black nails. I was just like, now I started imagining what was like in my head if I would do that, and I'm just like, I don't regret it. I don't regret it.
What does that mean? Like I know that term from watching other
as it transitions through. Hello, everybody! How's everyone doing tonight? I hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys had a wonderful spring break. If you guys had spring break, I know a couple people had spring break, and we just took a good week off and stuff. Guys, how are you guys doing? Oh no, the stream's acting weird. Okay, we're back to normal. Woo.
What
I'm
is
a refresh
normal?
page for myself.
But anyways, I hope you guys all had a wonderful time when it came to just having a week off and stuff. For Introduction 6, this is Renatus. It is the newest show here for AniPod. If you guys didn't know, we changed our name from Adventures in Initiative to the Annie Podcast. Also, something really cool before we even get started, just so you guys know and cutting to the chase, my name is Ace. I am the DM here tonight for Renatus, and also this episode of Renatus is brought to you by Dubby. Dubby is a energy drink company that basically has like these little packets and also like different tubs, kind of like a it's kind of like one of those like protein powder shake things, or like where you scoop it in and you just go and you shake it. But the cool thing about it is that it tastes more like Kool-Aid than anything, and it doesn't have that really, really crappy taste of like, it tastes really good is what I'm trying to say when it comes to it. It will be a little powdery, but also like Kool-Aid's pretty powdery when you put it in, so like there's not really that much for comparing. It has at least 150 milligrams of caffeine, 0 calories for those calorie counters out there, which is like pretty stinking good. And another thing that's awesome too is that you're able to go on to w.gg and you're able to use the code ANIPOD10 to get 10% off your starter kit or anything else like that. And what's really, really cool too is that it comes in like different like flavors and stuff. I'm a really big fan of the Dragonade, which is currently sold out. And one of the new ones that I got to try was the Beachin' and Peach. And if you guys didn't watch Dapper D's last week, that's also one that I believe Dono is planning on getting soon, which is really, really cool. So again, that is dubby.gg, and you're going to be able to use the code ANIPOD to get anything off of that for 10% off, which is really, really good. Would my players please introduce themselves?
Which order?
In any order you want. But it looks like it's... Oh, we can't see if Riley's doing it or not. Hey, Abby, you want to go first?
I'm Abby. I'm playing Holly, also known as Hops, the herring gun swashbuckler rogue.
Okay. Next is Riley.
Hi, I'm Riley. My character is a wood elf, and
The class we have
I'm gonna
not
keep
figured out yet.
we figured out the class. We're just not ready to share it.
Ah, okay. Let's go with Damon.
Hi, hi, my name is Damon. I'm going to be playing a Azimir barbarian named Kaiser.
All right, and last but certainly not least,
Hey, I'm Reese, and I'm playing our Fire Genasi Bard, who is definitely on the trauma train right now, so...
chugga, trauma! Chugga, trauma! Alrighty, well, it's great to be back here, you guys. And so, just so you guys know, too, we are going to attempt to do every week at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. You can come in a little bit earlier. We will have this thing open up a little bit earlier. If not, we're running late. We're known for running late when it comes to these things, but hey, you know what? We're still going to try to show up. Also, if you haven't figured out, you can find most of us on TikTok. You can find most of us on Instagram. You can find most of us pretty much on different platforms. And also, this is a shout out and a calling for now hiring. I am currently looking for art commissions for Renatus, whether that be for drawing these lovely characters or looking for possibly drawing some scenery or some stuff that the players don't even know about yet. So if you are interested, you can email me at friendlycelestial@outlook.com to see if you are interested, and I will get in touch with you. Thank you if you are interested, and even if you're just thinking about it, it would be cool either way. But anyways, Are we ready to recap? Are we ready to get started?
Yay.
Okay, let me just
Hold
get
on.
that.
Okay.
Let me just get that sweet music going. So, we started off the first session in a basic place, a tavern, like all good stories usually start, in the city of Kordashy. Each player, they strangers, kind of still strangers if you think about it. Some only hearing about others through certain connections, but all of them all having a certain goal. There was a man that was threatening the barkeep, Lewis. His name was Galdosha. Now, Galdosha, from what the party knew, or at least from what the party had seen, had a device that knew how to pause time. He was able to breathe underwater, and he had what he looked like to be minions of Galashtans. The party agreed to help Lewis out, especially with the urgency that was of missing party members from previous parties, whether that be family, or just the haste of orphans that were going to be coming through town the same time that these people were going to be coming possibly back. As the party went through, they decided that they were going to go and try to follow the trails heading out of the city, meaning that basically once the town was, once the sun had gone down, that the gates would have been closed, leaving them locked out until morning. As the party decided to switch, to tread off for a little bit, they were able to, oh gosh, my throat is choking up. Sorry, give me a second. The party had split a little bit, and they were able to realize that they were in an area that was basically like what looked like to be an ordinary swamp, but they were able to see people basically move very swiftly underwater. As that was going through, Reese, your character Iggy, was able to find the matching family medallion that you two both had, even though it was bent, crusted, and overall just very terrible looking. Meaning that your cousin was here, but now he's not. And so everyone was able to make it nice and back. Camp was something that we were thinking about setting up, and then here we are today. So, as the looming darkness has been now succumbed, how are you guys setting up camp?
Well, I think we should get off the ground first and foremost because we don't know what's crawling around in the muck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
Alrighty, so how are you guys going to do this? Are you guys going to, because like you guys have bedrolls and stuff that you can easily hook up and make into hammocks if you need to. Are you guys going to have watchers? Are you guys just going to have a fire out? What are you guys doing?
I'll probably take the first watch.
Okay. There will be 3 watches total.
I'll do second watch.
Okay. Don't have to do a last watch.
Polly's good with the last watch.
You want Polly wants to do the last watch?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Do you guys have like a fire that you guys are setting up? Like, what are you guys doing?
Iggy will set up the fire.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Alrighty. Well, as you guys all decide that you guys are going to have a slumber, Damon or Kaiser, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. You hear the crickling of the firewood that has been gathered up, thankfully, through Iggy and starting. You just hear the going through as all of the nocturnal animals are starting to basically be awake. This is a swamp after all. A lot of things can happen in a swamp. I would like you to make a perception check, please.
You 6.
Okay.
-1 on perception.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
As you go and look around, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. You can feel, though, that it's getting a little hotter and a lot more muggy. Though, this being a swamp. Sometimes you can hear a little bit of the as like little bugs coming here and there, and one tries to get like close to your eye, kind of almost going straight to your eye. It's very sticky. It's very yucky. But other than that, there's nothing really to be seen. As your watch goes pretty well. Fine and dandy.
Alright.
Alrighty. How are you
Oh,
waking
bro.
up Riley?
I'll probably, well, if I'm near Riley's hammock or something around there, I'll be like, just like, hey, wake up. Your turn. And I go into my hammock and rest.
Alrighty. Riley, do you wake up?
Yes.
Alrighty. I would like you to roll a perception check.
Let me just do this the right way. 14 plus 4, 18.
18. You can hear the wildlife that is going on. You hear what sounds like to be sloshing noises when it comes to the overall sound of the swamp. You're able to hear different noises of slithering. You can hear certain sounds. Oh, my laptop's being stupid. You can hear certain sounds of basically like different nocturnal creatures now, since it is in the middle of the night. Making sure. Can you guys see me good? Am I lagging at all?
A little bit,
A
but
little bit. Just a
Okay.
bit.
Just gonna catch up real quickly, make sure I'm okay. Because I don't know why it's doing that. My apologies to the people on stream as well. I'm trying to figure out making sure that we have a good enough connection. Okay, Dono says I am good, so we are good. Alrighty. So, anyways, going back, you hear the slotching and just like kind of sleeping through. Oh, there's a dog. That's the ADHD. I want you to roll me a perception check.
again,
Yes. Oh, wait. You already did one. My apologies. You
I was
hear...
gonna say, I can roll another one if you need me to.
Actually, yeah. That'd be great.
2 rolls of perception? Ooh. Sneaky.
I got a 9 this time with my modifier.
Okay. You know what? I'll allow it. You just hear a... As you see what looks like to be a medium-sized snake just coiling around, and it looks like it's getting near Iggy's hammock for the sole reason that Iggy is a very warm creature.
How far away am I from it?
Oh, you're close. Like, you're within, like, I want to say, like, 5-6 feet. You guys are pretty, like... You guys are basically, like, curved when it comes to it. Like, you guys have, like, a curving point.
Am I able to tell if it's venomous or not?
You can make a nature check for that. And I would say use disadvantage because it is, of course, nighttime.
Two.
You cannot tell if this thing is venomous or if it is non-venomous.
Damn.
So you can either let him cuddle up with a snake in the morning, or you can try to do something different.
Can I see if I can behead it, just to be safe?
You can try!
You can certainly try.
21?
Hey,
With a scimitar?
Reese, what's your armor class?
13.
I'm going for the snake.
I know you're going for the snake, but it's near the hammock. So as you go, you are able to decapitate the snake. You're able to do it nice and swiftly. But in the action of doing so, you take your scimitar, and you slice the foot side of the hammock, causing the rope to snap, and basically Iggy drops to the ground. Does, like, basically fall. So think of, like, this. Here's the feet, here's the head. What? Oh, shit.
I've had that happen before, in real life.
It's not fun.
No, it's not.
You don't
So
take any
just-
damage. It's just like an awful way to wake up. And I'm gonna say,
So-
as you open your eyes, you just see what looks like to be a head of a snake within your face.
Hi.
You can have my hammock.
Uh,
Do I hear Iggy?
Do you want to hear Iggy?
Pick up the
What
rest of
happened?
it off of me. Uh,
What happened?
Is
I
a
couldn't
my
tell if
God.
it was venomous, so I killed a snake and kind of ruined Iggy's hammock.
And I'm just going to prestidigitation, clean myself of snake guts.
Can you guys still hear me? I'm just double checking. I am having power difficulties right now with my laptop, so I'm making sure that I am plugged in and charged. We can still continue to go.
All right. Yeah. So just. Oh. Definitely not how I wanted to wake up.
I'm sorry. Here, you can have my hammock for the rest of the night.
No. Well, thank you.
It's the least I can do for ruining yours.
I'll get it fixed in the morning, and if it's irreparable, well then. Replacing it won't be that much of an issue. I'm still alive, you're still alive, we're all still here. That's what matters.
That is true.
So he's going to climb into the other hammock and get nestled in
I don't hear
and
you,
pass
Ace.
back out.
We don't hear you, Ace.
No. There you go. Something?
Nope.
Nope.
Wait, no, it was.
Is Ace's mic muted?
I don't think so. Donald says he can hear you, but we can't hear you. No, Dono says he can, but we can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
I think the patrol splitting.
So sorry, everybody.
Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Okay, so
Here
it's
we
my
go.
headphones. It's my
You must-
headphones, guys. I
You
need
might
to
as
get
well
a
unplugged
new.
it.
No, it was plugged in. It's the wire.
Ah.
Oh.
And
The
these are.
players have lost their DM. Like, call sign Frosty.
Plot twist,
You're welcome.
plot twist viewers. You're the DM now.
That
Yeah,
terrifies me.
that would be a stream. Wouldn't that be a stream?
Yeah,
I'd be a
that-
player and a DM all at the same time.
I would probably try, but
Nah, I'd be like a poll vote or something. Like, what do you guys want to send into your to your players?
oh dear God.
If you want some horrifying stuff, let me call one of my friends.
Alrighty.
Anyway,
So, Iggy, as you go back to sleep, you are nestled in, you are comfy, you are cozy. You have a little bit more of an ear out now for slithering snakes after that whole entire ordeal. And Riley, you do not hear anything else for the rest of the night.
Okay.
So, you are able to wake up Hops whenever you are ready. And how would you wake up Hops?
Gently rub a finger across the top of their head
Huh?
as like a,
Uh.
hey, it's safe. If you are ready to wake up, you can wake up.
Okay. Just gonna stretch, do a big stretch, and then gonna hop up and down.
Now, Riley, I have an important question. Where are you sleeping now?
I'll sit in a tree on some branches.
Okay. Can you make me a perception check to see if you see a good enough hanging area?
14 with modifier.
Okay. I'll say that you're able to find a place where you're able to just get like a couple of hammock stuff. And then after that, basically all you'll have to do is just go in, get nice and nestled. It's very constricting, but you can do it. It's sleepable. And I don't mean constricting as in like a snake is going to constrict you. It's more like you're sleeping on a bunch of ropes.
Yeah, good enough for me.
All right. All right, Hops. You are able to see that the fire now is slowly starting to get very dim. There wasn't like many hours left until daylight. I want to say like about 4 hours left. So you're like in like the early morning shift.
She's gonna stoke the coals a little bit to get
Okay.
the last little bit out of it.
As you are able to, you feel this mugginess, this very humidic, like it's very heavy breathing type atmosphere where it just feels like everything is very like constricted just due to the fact that it's getting into the early morning times where it's like getting very close to sunrise. It's very warm. It's also very damp kind of coming through and stuff as you have the dew of the night kind of going through. As this is happening, I would like you to make a perception check, please.
I mean, the luck, yeah. That's a 20.
Okay, that's great, bro.
Like a net 20, so a 24
Woo!
total.
Woo!
Bootsy gave good luck.
That's my boy.
As you are looking through, you are able to kind of just like look around your surroundings a little bit more. The sun's kind of popping through. You can see like the little shining lights and reflections. As you look over to the distance, you see something slither close to the water. You don't know how big it is. It's a good size, but like it's pretty wide when it came to the, like it's like a swishy, so it's like going through. You can choose to keep looking for it. You can try scaring it off. You can try all kinds of different things. But what would you like to do?
I'm gonna keep an eye on it, because not sure how big it is. Don't need to have a giant sea monster come and attack everyone.
As this is happening, and like you're able to see basically a lot of stuff. Like you don't need dark vision at this point. It's getting to like an early part of the morning where the sun is slowly starting to rise and stuff. And as you do, you look down to yourself. You start feeling like, try to brush your like arms up here and there, and you feel something slimy and like bits and patches and stuff, if that makes sense. As you look down, you notice what looks like to be these black little blood-sucking creatures. You could assume is probably leeches since you've been in the swamp. You can take them off you. You can let them go until they drop. What are you gonna do with them? As you look, you can see that Kaiser's got Riley's got him. Oh, he got a sound.
Ooh.
Who did a thing?
Thank you, Jesse _ Canadian.
Thank you,
_ girl.
Jesse. Woo!
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the bits.
Thank you.
Woo!
That's my sister.
There you go.
She's gonna get closer to the fire
Okay.
to try to dry them out where they will pop off on their own.
Yeah, you start to see them just like go pop, 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 as they kind of just shrivel up and stuff. Thankfully, you didn't take a lot of damage from it. I'm gonna say like whoever has it, so it'd be Riley. I will say that you took like each 1 point. Iggy, you're lucky because you're a warm-blooded creature and they don't like the heat, so you're basically immune to leeches.
So I took
Oh my gosh, we got something again, guys. I heard it.
damage.
Ooh.
I heard the noise. Was it a follow? It's an unofficial cannibal. Nat just followed. Thank you for the follow.
Thank you for the follow.
Woo.
Thank you.
Woo. But yeah, you see leeches on all these people. And you also see what looks like to be a very, very, like, long, I want to say, like, 6-foot snake with, like, its head cut off. Like, just the body just laying there with Iggy's hammock on the ground. And as you look up, you see Riley, and she is just sleeping in a little area. Oh my gosh, we keep hearing sounds! Listen to all them sounds. Thank you for the follow.
Thank you.
Woo! Alright, so you can choose to wake people up, you can choose to do different stuff, but I will say this, as you are being careful and stuff, you all of a sudden hear off in the distance as it's splashing to the water.
The sea creature.
Yeah, I mean, you can do a nature check to figure out what it is if you want.
Can do that while
Oh my gosh, we are getting like, we're gonna have a hype train soon. Jesse, thank
yeah.
you.
Thank you,
Thank you for the
Jesse, for the
Thank you for
cheers.
the bits.
a
Thank you for the
12.
cheers.
We're at 10 out of 15 for Hype Train.
Woo!
Yeah.
Thank you for the subscribe, Nat.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
I got a 12 on nature.
Alright. You remember Louis yelling, like, before this all happened every so often, you've seen, oh my gosh, guys, I heard the thing! Guys, you know what that means? We
What?
got a 1-tier subscriber. Thank you, Unofficial Cannibal Nat, for being our
Thank you.
subscriber for tier
Thank you,
number
thank you, thank you.
1. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gosh, the brain's going crazy, guys. It's making my brain go burr. But you remember
Brr.
Louis saying things like, close the door for the gators. We don't want no gators getting in here. You can very easily start to realize, oh shit, it's
guessing.
probably a gator.
I'm gonna go over, since Kaiser had first watch, it should be fine to wake up first. And, like, generally, like, we got some gators around. What?
What?
Wait, we got some gators moving around.
Okay. Get out of my hammock.
As you're going to get up over to your hammock, you're able to see off in the distance, just like out of your like line of sight, like 2 gators off in the distance that are attacking what looks like to be a goblin creature as you get to your feet.
Grab my hand axe. And I'm gonna try and scare the gators, so I'm gonna roll my hand axe.
You're just gonna yeet it?
Yeah, yeet it. See if I can get that.
I'm gonna say roll for intimidation.
Oh, good. I have advantage too, because it's one of my proficiency bonuses. So, or no, it's just proficiency bonus. Yeah.
Abby has
Natural 20.
inspiration as well.
Oh!
So 25.
That's 2.
So, would you guys like to know what I rolled for the gators?
What did you roll?
2, I don't know if you can see it, but 2 natural 1s.
Oh.
2
Two natural
not 1 natural 1. No. 2.
Soldier
These
boy.
are going into the Mickey mug of shame.
So 25
Posture
total.
check.
Thank you. As someone who crochets, I need it.
Same.
Listen, okay, off topic, but get yourself a pair of Crocs and like a knitting needle so when you're laying down, it's like a toilet paper roll for like the yarn and you can crochet.
See, I do a center pull, not an outside.
Okay, there's 2 very different people, but anyway.
Yep.
So yeah, so 25 total with the natural 20.
Oh, you throw that thing and you hear it like bounce off of like a rock. You hear it's like it just like runs through. And it heads back into the water and kind of swims off as you hear the other one basically just kind of splash into like a bit of the water. As all of a sudden you just hear this goblin,
And I go up and I jump, get to the goblin, grab my hand axe, and just look at it.
what do you want?
I point my hand axe. Why are you here?
Touche. What's the rest of the party doing? Y'all heard all of this, by the way.
I'm slowly waking up.
Same.
It's seeing that the other two are waking up. She's gonna be behind Kaiser with her rapier drawn.
Okay, Kaiser, at this moment, you realize that you have leeches on your arm. Same thing with Riley, you know, so you got leeches on you. Iggy, somehow you're fine.
I'm too hot to handle.
Alrighty. Going back to this goblin, you just hear, what? It was just a gator, dude. Like, what? If you're gonna kill me, just kill me. Bet you would like to do that.
And all of a sudden, as I get closer to the goblin, I flash my eyes white.
Are you trying to do this for intimidation?
Intimidation.
Roll it, please. Oh, that's fine.
Ooh, 18.
19.
Plus, I was gonna say plus my proficiency bonus, so 20.
Okay. He looks like, that's a neat little trick.
And then all of a sudden he hears from the voice, because no one else can hear this, only certain things. It's like, if I were you, I would scurry along back to where you were. But first, you're gonna tell me where your friends are, and then we'll go on from there.
You said no one else can hear this, or?
Yeah, no one else can.
Okay. How are you doing that? Is that through Arcana? Is that through a spell?
Arcana, yeah.
Is that through a spell or anything, or?
Just like basically instinct, basically.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, for your race. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Made more sense. Brain. DM brain. Yeah, race is fun, guys. It's very difficult for me to keep up.
It's okay.
You just be like, oh, wow. Now that's an interesting thing. And what about you? Oh, actually, yeah, you know what? This works for him. And what about you, Bunny? You're pretty interesting, too.
I get that a lot.
Oh, I would assume so. But what's your name? I would love to know your guys' names.
My hand axe is right next to the goblin's thing.
What?
My hand axe is still pointing, but it's now towards his. Yeah.
If you killed me, you're just not gonna get information. If I even have information to give.
And this
I'm
looks like a regular goblin?
You can make a perception check.
Okay.
Can I yell over to them?
Oh yeah, you can yell.
Hey, bring him over here. Let's tie him to this tree.
Wow, you got some type of grit.
Grab rope.
I used the rope from how I was sleeping and wrap it around him and tie it fairly tight so he can't shake free.
Okay, could you roll me a, what's it called? Darn it. Sorry about that. Is this too loud for you guys? I want to make sure.
No, it's fine.
Alright.
Good.
What was it? Can you roll me a survival check just to see if you can tie it tight enough?
21.
Okay. Yeah, she's pretty tight. I'm gonna turn that down just a little bit for my safety. Cause yeah. Alrighty. Okay, so you got me tied up.
Why were you out here? What is your business?
I can say the same thing about you.
Guys, everybody, let's take a beat and chill. It's a little early for this.
It's never early to talk. What did you roll, by the way, Abby?
15.
Oh, you can see clear as day, like, through, like, your history and stuff. This is 100% probably a Galashtan.
Say, where's the rest of the Galashtan in the area?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're clearly not a
Alright.
regular goblin.
Alright.
Well, aren't you just a smart little bunny? Listen, I was just hungry. And if you know anything about us, you know we like to have snacks. Smart of you to get me away from the water, though. Could have had any of you trampled by now.
I could have missed. But yet I did.
Well, I assume because you saved my life, I should feel some form of obligation. But really, do I care? I don't know.
Do we know where he's bleeding from?
Yeah, you're able to tell that, like, his leg is bleeding very badly. Like, on his, like, thigh area. I will say trigger warning for people if we are getting into torture sections. I'm gonna throw out that trigger for anyone that has that in the yellow zone.
I'm going to squat down in front of him and just be like, look. Where is Galdosha's hiding place?
Oh, that's a name. That's a fun name. He's a fun
on
guy.
a persuasion.
On a persuasion.
Yes.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 26.
Okay, he rolled an 8, just so for people watching know.
Yeah.
You want to know who Galdosha is?
No, where?
Oh,
he is.
where?
Yeah.
Well, you didn't know about these swamps. Doesn't look like any of you are the water-breathing type.
Oh, let us worry about that.
Oh. See, you go... People always say, oh, there's underground stuff. Like, underground caves. Underground sanctions. And underground this and that. But when do people talk about underwater cities? Underwater towns? Underwater villages? There's a whole other world that you don't even know about. And it's just a vast maze, like a valley, that can just kind of go through with different connections. You see how water runs.
Yeah, I have. And I'm gonna produce the bent coin.
Oh, that's a nice looking coin.
Yeah. Belonged to my cousin. Found on the road out here.
I've had some cool things on the road too.
Mm-hmm. Now, for me, this is personal. So you're going to tell us what we want to know, the easy way, or we go about this the hard way.
Oh, hard way sounds interesting. It piques my interest. But say...
Can I chime in when he says hard way sounds interesting?
Sure.
You better give us the answers the easy way, because the hard way, you're losing your good leg.
It's just a leg. Don't need it when you're in water. But anyways. What else do you want to know? I can only tell you basic stuff. Things come at a price, you know.
How's your life for that price?
Well, you did just save it. Just then and there. So you give me something, I give something in return. And just because my life is here doesn't mean that you'll get your answer if you kill me. Right?
We don't need to kill you. And I'm going to take part of that,
He believes you.
still holding on to the coin. and I'm gonna dig it into the wound.
Oh, oh, is that copper? Oh, dang! As you see that, you see the coin starting to rust as it's going through.
Pull it back.
You just hear from his leg just a.
Good to know that wasn't rumor.
All right. I don't know anything about that. The copper thing, yes. It should be common fucking sense. Werewolves like silver, goblins like copper. My voice is killing me doing this guy's voice. But he's fun. I don't know exactly the entryways into his hiding place. But I do know. You kind of hear off in the distance just like different types of crows and stuff that are like flying, swooping around. You've heard these crows before. You see him looking up at them. Maybe you could find answers to something else other than me. But if you must know, there are two ways to get at least to this underground, underwater, understream, whatever you want to call it. Simply go to the coastline or get dragged down here. One's the easy way, and the other one, well, I'm not the only one that comes up from here. Anyways, kind of looks over to you, Hop. Why do I recognize you? Why? Maybe someone I knew? Maybe someone that I used to know. How's your other friend doing? It's been a couple years.
I throw my axe at him. Right into the chest.
Roll for damage.
I am still squatting in front of him.
Next.
6? Did you say 6?
No, I said roll damage.
Mhm.
Yeah, 6. 6.
He's still holding on, guys.
And I'm just gonna look at him again while I'm holding the axe right into his chest. Either you keep, right, I still on, voice in hit and going through him. One word, and this axe will go through you. But the last thing you will see is pure darkness.
He goes and he spits blood right into your face. You see him slowly starting to catch her breath. Everyone should make perception checks except for Kaiser. I'll
13.
say, Iggy, you have advantage.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I can use my inspiration. Yeah.
Oh, come on. Get
What
into
did you
the
roll,
thing.
Riley?
13.
13?
We
Okay.
rolled the exact same thing twice.
13?
12.
12.
21.
21. Despite Kaiser's effects to be heard and seen only within the minds of one, everyone is able to see the eyes glowing white, as if almost the voice coming out is booming. Not normal in a threatening way, but there's totally something underlining there.
I was also rolling a D100 to see how I do.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Oh, 3%. 3%.
3%. Okay. You're fine. So, anything else you guys want to talk to him about?
Well, he's gonna die anyway. So either, you know what? Let's make it interesting for when the rest of the goblins come up. Let's leave him here gasping for breath. but we're gonna take his tongue, so he can't speak.
I like your style.
The moment that Riley said tongue,
Kaiser, I'm gonna say as you are doing this in this moment, you start hearing, "Oh, don't you remember? Actions can always have consequences. I know you haven't forgotten me, but you're doing fine, my child." You just see this goblin as he's like paused. He's like, hey, 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 hey,
How much tongue is still left in the mouth?
Right now his mouth is like bleeding, and you need to roll damage for that.
I want to go with like 3.
3? Okay. He's gasping for air right now. He is like brick.
And then as
You just hear him. You can just hear him say,
And that's when I look deep into his eyes and be like, "I will see you when the light takes you apart."
Okay. For those of you that didn't hear, he said Isla. But like very, very like, let's see if I can do it. Hold on. But like darker and graspier, and you just see him like foaming and bleeding at the mouth. Like he's going to die in the next like couple minutes. But now you guys have an answer. The difficult way, the hard way, is through the swamp. The easy way is near the coast.
Everyone settle up. We're walking to the coast.
Sounds good. But I want to leave one last warning for the goblins.
Go ahead.
Do you still have that tongue in your hand? I take the tongue, I take one of my crossbow bolts, and I stake it to a tree.
Okay.
Riley, yes.
Alrighty.
Might I suggest that we prepare a little something in town first?
I agree.
I agree.
Yeah.
How is everyone doing? Does anybody need a break right now, or you guys good? This is me just...
Probably should take a break on our end.
Okay, so do you guys plan to go back to the city? What do you guys plan to do?
We're heading to the coast.
We're going to go to the city first.
I'm
to
planning
give
for the
them
city
warning.
first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Update Louis, or Lewis, and see about preparing underwater stuff.
Okay, and also, just to remind you too, and I'm gonna let this kind of ring through for one of you guys, and basically just constant, how's your friend? How's your friend? Isla. That's just running through from what you hear from witnessing all this. But with that, guys, we are going to be going on a break. We will see you in about 5 minutes. Alrighty, and we will see you soon. Be right back.
Ooh.
All right, everybody, welcome back. I hope everyone had a wonderful break. I hope everyone is hydrated. I hope you all had something to drink. I saw your Mountain Dew earlier. It counts. All right, for those of you that did not know what recently just happened, our party members had to survive the night in the swamps. Surprisingly, they were able to make it through the one combat that I had planned for tonight. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. That's going to be used for another map, for another day. But anyways, going back to it, we were able to learn that there were 2 giant gators that were about to terrorize this goblin, and this goblin was very mean to people. He just did not want to cooperate at all. And currently, he's tied up to a tree, and his tongue's cut off, and he's gasping for his very last breath. As the party had agreed to pack up camp and just head back to the city to report what they found out with Lewis.
Yep.
And as the party is going through, Iggy, you said you wanted to be a little bit farther back. What are you doing, Iggy?
I would like to use produce flame to just set him on fire.
All right, you're just gonna go put it on him. Just go.
Yeah.
As you do
Yeah.
that,
It'll burn him at the stake.
Yep.
yeah, pretty much,
Mm-hmm.
but just him.
Just him.
As that goes and you put that produce flame on it, everyone's able to smell the most god-awful smell ever. It is like you've smelled boggy swamp water before. Hopefully all of you know like that smell. Like that musty, murky smell. Take that and add it like ×6 with maybe a spray of a skunk. It's like 7 rotten eggs and a skunk spray. It's very disgusting.
Yikes.
Alrighty.
Battery gassing. Got it.
Yes. As you guys make your way to the city, you notice that the gates are now open. You guys are able to enter in perfectly fine. There is no issue as you make it back to Lewis's Tavern. As you see, there is still some hustle and bustle. It's very dead from what it was with like the first time you guys were here. But there is still some hustle and bustle kind of going through because business is still business. As you guys go through, you start to see Lewis kind of like working on some glass. He's like, "Hey, you didn't die yet. It's good to see you guys alive.
Yeah.
You heard
Nice
word?
to be alive.
What have you found?"
We saw 2 of them go into a stream and we lost them.
Okay.
Well, we found like Ashlyn
Oh,
this morning.
This morning?
Yeah.
Well, that's good for me to know. And he goes and he grabs his notebook. As he kind of goes and he like starts writing down. See, we're kind of studying their mannerisms because we don't know much about them.
This one wasn't nice.
What?
This one wasn't nice.
Usually they aren't.
It did make mention of either underground or underwater cities.
Hmm.
And entrance either in the swamp through water breathing or off of the coast.
Well, the only thing off the coast is the port. Maybe the lighthouse. This is a fishing village, after all. Yeah, you, Bunny, your pirate crew, your captain comes in here every so often. I recognize you.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, your captain and his crew are back at the port. Wanted me to tell you to give your word. If you want to report to him, you can. But he knows that you're doing this, so you're not in trouble or anything. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. Was there anything else that was mentioned? Anything else that you found?
I'm gonna pull the coin out, the bent one,
Mm.
and drop it on the table.
Ooh, this has seen better days.
They got egg.
And you
As
know
I
that...
also unroll a map.
Okay. As you unroll this map, what is the map of? Is it just Is it the town?
The area,
Okay.
like the region and the coast.
Okay, so you're pulling up the Renatus map, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
And some of the other, like more city maps that I've got, seeing if I have one of the coast.
Okay. You would know off the bat, and like even if you were to go into our Discord to see the whole entire map, you would be able to see that Kordashy is very much so like near the coast. This little town that we are in is more near the river, so if you were to follow the river stream, you would head to the coastal area. Oh my gosh, I heard a noise! Oh, thank you. Thank you. I cannot say your name, but I'm gonna say Sissy Wibs you.
Read it.
I'm gonna say Sissy Wibs you. So thank you for the follow. We appreciate that, guys. Wow, we got a lot of followers today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Danka. All those good stuff. Hopes for good health.
Yes.
But as you are going through, he kind of looks. He's like, yeah, that's pretty much all I can think about. I mean, you do got the well in the marketplace, and you got one of the libraries. There's like different libraries in different cities and stuff. Don't know if they're open. They haven't been open in a very long time, but if they're open, you might be able to get some more information or even some older maps. Also, I called in that favor I talked to you about. There should be someone coming, hopefully by tomorrow, that could be able to try to scry and see where your cousin is. So
That's more of a surefire way.
she isn't going to be here for a while, but she is at least making her way.
Make it away.
She said she had a hunt she needed to finish. Then she should be able
What
to come
kind of
here.
hunt?
Oh. You don't ask guild members things like that. She's from this one guild. Can't remember off the top of my head. But then again, also, you know the rules here. It's a safe haven for all. No information comes in, no information comes out. We can go to a more secluded place if we want to keep talking.
That's a good idea.
Would you guys like to?
I will actually wait outside the tavern.
You're gonna wait outside? Okay. Anybody
I'm
else?
gonna nod for the going somewhere more private.
Okay.
Sure.
So is everyone but Kaiser following?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys go, you just hear small door just close, like open. And as you guys kind of go through, you see what looks like to be just this office that has a bunch of like alchemy shelves kind of through. One has like a jar of eyeballs, like another one has like a brewing kit. You look to the other side and you see what looks like to be different art pieces. Riley, you're used to seeing this stuff. This is like this is kind of like a
Child's play.
study keep. Yeah, this is child's play for Louis. Like, you know, this is his stuff. And Iggy, you've seen this stuff before as well. Hops, this is a little bit new because usually you don't go into the back corners of taverns. This is very nice, very prim, very organized for a disorganized tavern. For someone that says he likes to have the tavern dirty, it's a very clean environment for different research and stuff. Basically, he says, we'll be safe here to talk.
I'm gonna look at Lewis quickly and be like, the Gildash goblins. They're not entirely goblins.
Well, no.
They will ask for your name.
Well, yeah, we knew that. Well, I guess you didn't really know that. But to give you an idea, the Glashton are known for your attitudes. They like seeing you get stirred up. They like seeing you get angry. They're a test of patience. They're very ugly creatures, but we don't say that here. And I think I've had a couple here even that have been nice, and I've seen people come in here, and I've even walked in the swamps and stuff, and I've never really had a problem, if that makes sense.
we may have tied this one to a tree and then took its tongue out. And I
Well-
may have staked it to a tree.
It doesn't sound like he's living anymore.
Especially after I burned him alive.
Then yeah, he's definitely not living anymore.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't really have to worry about that. Other than people are
No.
just gonna know. Was this near the main road or was this off road?
Just off the road.
Okay.
A little bit.
Okay. Well, it's very.
Not a proud moment. Got under my skin.
Well, could have been worse, is what I always like to tell people.
True.
Well,
I'm pulling up information, guys. I'm trying.
You're fine.
Okay.
This one seemed to
All
know
good.
about Melody.
And who is Melody, if you don't mind me asking? You see him sit down at his desk.
My best friend that got abducted by one a couple years ago.
I'm so sorry about that, hon. That's rather unfortunate. My condolences. Knowing this one, he probably... It sounded like he had ties to Galdosha,
Hmm.
but don't
Yeah.
really know anything else.
And it sounded like as his tongue was getting cut out, he was saying Isla.
Isla. I've heard something similar, actually. You got a natural 20. Oh, Yila! Yila! I remember that lass. Oh, she was a good kid. I wonder if she's still alive. This old adventurer that used to come into the tavern every so often. A little bit before actually you came around. Yila was
Good to know.
very, very wise. But also, coming from that, it sounds like the Glashton are Fae. It wouldn't surprise me if Yila's also a part of the Fae. You can't always trust them.
No. Now, with this, we could go, if we had ample water breathing, we could go through the swamps.
Mm.
Or we can traverse the coast, see if there's a cave system there. Or
Well, to get to the
Something.
coast, it's about half a day's journey, and then like right now it's morning, so like you'd be there by noon.
okay.
And also you'll be able to go by things like the well, you'll be able to go near some of the town's sewage line, or city sewage line.
Do they have a large problem with these creatures showing up in town?
Oh, of course, they're literally all over the place. You don't usually get tell, some of them hide relatively well. You saw them yesterday. You saw how easy it was for half of them to be disguised in here.
Well, that well does sound promising. As I note that in my own notebook, we're like exchanging notes here,
Alrighty.
comparing notebooks. So I'm gonna look at the other two in the room.
Hmm.
So do we head for that town? See about their sewage system?
It wouldn't be a bad idea. It also gives us a little bit of extra time to prepare as well for this upcoming journey.
But just remember, he might be coming in 3 days now. We don't have much time.
No.
No.
There's other places that you guys can check too. If you want to check, like, I know that there is not a map currently. My apologies, folks, for the dogs, if you can hear them in the background. Give me one quick moment. You guys can talk a little bit about your characters if you want to. I'm just going to mute myself real quickly. Okay, we should be okay. Sorry about that radio silence, folks. As this is going through, you hear Lewis talk about how, like, the library might have some extra maps that you guys can take a look at to show different, like, sewer systems, because he doesn't know if it's been updated in the past couple years. He also said that there's, like, again, there is the port where you guys can go to if you guys want to head just straight to the coastline. Abby, your character hops, your crewmates are currently in that area, so that is somewhere you wanted to talk to. But as you guys are talking, I am going to do a little switcheroo. We're going to focus on Kaiser for a little bit, which is going to be fun, because, you know, you split the party. I gotta do something fun like that. Right? It's really good. But do you guys have any questions for Lewis while I'm getting this set up?
No, I'm gonna look at Lewis and be like, okay. I'm gonna go meet up out in the tavern. I'm gonna grab a bottle of rum, just so you know.
You're gonna get a bottle of rum? That's a first for you. Or is it not a
Mix it up
first
a
for
little.
you? Kind of gives you, like, the look.
You know, with my adventures having fallen into the tavern multiple times,
True,
I'm
you might.
not always the most sober falling.
Sure, you might stick the dimension door landing. But either way, I'm glad to see you all are alive.
Yep.
But as that goes on, we're gonna go to Kaiser. And can everyone just, like, take off their headphones for a bit? Except for Kaiser. So Kaiser, as you are out of the door, you make sure you close the door. What's going through your mind right now? What is going through Kaiser's mind right now?
The fact that he's hearing voices in his head. One being saying that I'm doing good. The one that's telling me good. Like, he's somewhat still trying to handle his gift, but at the same time, he's afraid someone might catch on.
Well, I would like you to do just a perception check.
And this is what fun begins. 82.
Whoa, an 82? Is that what I heard?
And 82.
For a perception check?
Yeah. Oh, perception or accidental?
Perception, not percentile.
That's a fault, guys. That's a fault on my part.
I was like, what type of stats are you using, my guy? I'm getting my
13.
stuff. 13. Okay, that made a lot more sense.
I thought you said percentile would give me a percentile dice roll.
Okay, I am currently trying to get to the photo that I need to help myself describe this. Give me one quick second. As you are going through and you are just listening to the things around you and stuff, off in the distance, just barely something you can make. Almost like it's in the alleyways. You see what looks like to be a fluorescent blue. It's very gentle. Just kind of like glowing in one area. As the winds of the environment kind of blows through what looks like to be a piece of paper as it whiffs. And it's gone.
Do I know where exactly the paper left?
Yeah, you see it's going towards like the coastline and like deeper into the city.
I will follow that piece of paper.
So you're gonna actively follow. Okay. As this is going on, you start to hear one voice say, What are you doing? Like, do you even know what you're doing? The other one that you're usually used to hearing afterwards isn't talking.
Keep going.
I'm gonna keep going. Roll me Roll me an Arcana check.
Okay. I still feel bad for the chat. I'm so sorry, guys.
Yeah, we got like Robo Kaiser going on in the chat, guys. Sorry about that.
Dobby. Archon. That will be a 6.
A 6?
Yes.
So you very quickly feel all of a sudden like a pressure on your chest. It's very like heavy. It's very difficult for you to kind of, it's almost like a panic attack in a way, but you felt perfectly fine a second ago when it came to it. As you go, if you were to try to close your eyes and open up, all of a sudden you would see what looks like to be just like this little crow, just like in front of you on the ground. Kind of flaps its wings a little bit. As that happens and stuff, you then hear your voices going, well, isn't that a little peculiar? Sorry, am I causing you any anxiety? I want you to know, dear, I'm not trying to hurt you. You are very special. And we'll meet soon, I promise. But until then, I can't tell you what to do with your actions. But I can at least see. I'm proud of you. As this kind of goes through and you start to hear, like, the voice kind of, like, fade away a little bit, you start to feel that arcana distance kind of go through, as, like, you start to, like, blink and kind of go through, and the crow's gone. Like, very gone. As it kind of, you go and you look to one side, all of a sudden you just see this girl, very, very pale. She has long black, very, like, slick skin. Well, not skin, but, like, hair, very black hair. As her eyes are that bluish, like, light. As she holds up a finger to her lips, going, shh. And then as she snaps her fingers, you just see what looks like to be a thing of feathers just vanish. As everyone can put their headphones back on. Everyone can put their headphones back on. Alright. Alrighty. And so as this is all going on, the party has been able to ask their questions to Lewis to figure out what they want to do. And as they are able to, I'm going to change this music to something that is a little bit more of the atmosphere. Also, for anyone that is wondering, we are using Tabletop Audio. They have been a wonderful friend to us. They have been able to help us out with so many different, like, atmospherical music, and they do it all for streaming, and all they ask is that you use them for, like, giving them credit. So I'd like to give that credit right now. So thank you, Tabletop Audio, for helping us out. We greatly appreciate it. And you can follow their Patreon. Get some cool extra stuff. Alright, give me one quick second. But as you guys are heading out of the tavern, you guys notice that Kaiser isn't there. What do you guys do?
Wait, where did Kaiser go?
Tony said he was just going to be outside.
Did he?
Yeah. Holly's gonna do a quick sweep visually.
You don't see any sign of him at this time. The website's currently, like, being weird for me. My apologies, guys. Oh, there we go. Woo, now it's caught up. I think it's just my data and stuff. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. That's good to know. Awesome blossom. There we go. Yeah, you guys just don't see Kaiser in the distance at all.
We lost our new friend.
This is an interesting conundrum.
Kaiser, what are you doing? You just saw this, like, you just had a whole whirlwind just happen right now. What are you doing? I will say this, you are more deeper in town. You did follow that piece of paper for a long period of time.
Okay.
Do you know your way back is the question.
Yeah, I'll go back.
Okay.
I'll go turn around.
Okay. As you guys are, like, looking for, like, any sign of Kaiser, off in the distance, you guys start to see him walking back.
I'm gonna shout, where the
Gonna-
fuck did you go?
Wave him down.
And I'm it is closer. Got lost.
Kaiser, you're breaking up pretty bad for me.
Kaiser
got
said
lost.
he's got lost.
Okay.
Sorry. I just like I lost, and then all of a sudden I was somewhere else. And then that's all I remember.
So if you didn't catch what he said, he was lost, he saw something, and then he followed it, and then he saw something, and then here he is. He's back. I hope I translated that properly.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Okay, I can hear you a lot better
Okay.
now too.
Yeah. Less crackly.
Snack crackle.
Yeah.
pop
I had to increase the mic volume, so you should be able to hear me now.
There you go.
Okay. Well. It seems that we're going to be heading for the port town.
All right. That was good. How long will that take us?
We should be there by noon.
I was gonna say, it's only a couple hours walk, and if we do a light jog, it should take us a little less than an hour difference.
It's not even like that long. It's probably like, I'm going to give you guys an idea, like about an hour walk. If you were to walk through the town. This is a big city, so there is like different stuff that you have to go through. This is part of like literally the outskirts of town. So it's very difficult, like for certain areas to go through. You have to like go over like inclines and like cross over bridges because this is a swampy area and everything is through swampy, boggy stuff. It'll be more clean the deeper you go, because you are heading out of the swamps, but at least for right now, it's a lot of inclines, a lot of turns, a lot of, like, mazy type of aspects.
I came in on a horse, yes?
No, you came in just
No.
like, you just came with
What?
the sending stone.
Okay.
You just, because it was busted. B-U-S-T-E-D, it was busted.
Should we take ride on horses or something? Or should we walk?
Walk will be fine.
My little legs go far.
I'll just grab Hop and put him on my shoulder.
Hey, you got free ride hops.
I heard that. I don't look like a good horse in the mouth.
Just for fun, Kaiser, you hear in the back of your head, see, there's good in you. There's good in you. Everyone sees him looking like left and right, by the way.
You okay, Kaiser?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get much time.
Oh no, my chip fell.
We should probably get going.
Okay.
As you guys are walking through, you see people of all kinds of different classes, all kinds of different races. You see some pirates, you see some halflings, you see some half-orcs, you see a lot of different like stuff like tabaxis. You see there are some areas that are very accessible where you could choose to walk upstairs, but also there's like ramps, so then it's easier in accessibility for people to, you know, kind of go on through. As you guys are walking through, you make it to the mid-center of the town. You're very close to the port. But you come and see like things like different markets that are kind of there, a couple of fabric shops. You see little stands of like people like selling food, like fish or also like fresh stuff as well. As you are doing that, you also see what looks like to be a well in the middle section of this area. So think of it kind of like for like the roads. This is like a road, like a rotary, in a way. This is like the center point of town.
Yeah. Let's see the well. I'm gonna go investigate the well.
Okay.
We have a stretch, by the way, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, unofficial. Net.
Thank you, everybody. Okay.
Great.
Roll that investigation.
Oh.
Alright, there's a 17 on the die. Dirty 20. Very dirty. Swampy 20.
Swampy 20. That is a new icon we need just for Renatus. Swampy.
Oh, I
Swampy
tasted
20.
floppy.
Floppy 20! No, that's if it's a natural 20. A floppy 20 is a natural 20. A swampy 20 is a dirty 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the Renatus brain kicking in.
So would a sloppy 1
A sloppy
be
one would be a
nat 1?
Yes. And then we can call it a Glafshin 1 for like, or a tongue 1 for the one tongue that got stabbed. We just figured this out. If anybody wants to draw those emotes, please email me at friendlycelestial@outlook.com. I will pay. I will pay for those emotes.
We'll pay.
Anyways, as you go and you look at this well, you see that it goes down a couple feet. I'm gonna say it goes down about from what you can see normally, it's about 8 feet.
And does it end in water, mud, cobblestone?
You can take a little coin to it if you want to. You can take a light to it to see what happens.
That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna say, kind of cast light on it.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna pick up a branch and drop it down on fire.
Okay. I'll say that you do both as it kind of goes through. The light does shine down for the 8 feet, and as you know, you have the stick that's currently on fire. You see it go down for at least 2 more seconds until you hear instead of like a splashing sound, it sounds more like a rocky sound. Like there is some water in it, but it doesn't sound like a lot. It's more like a centerpiece.
Try well.
Okay.
Don't want nobody falling in it.
Yep.
If anyone watches Sherlock, you'll know the reference. We're playing pirates. Also, my
Okay.
apologies for those of you that don't think DM should snack. I am a snacking DM.
I
love snacks.
Snacks.
I love snacks. Like, how to keep the DM happy. Snacks.
Bribe the DM with snacks. That's
Yes.
how it works. So I'm gonna look at the others and go, well, now here's a question. Do we head for the library and find a decent map, see if we can find one of the sewers, and then come back and jump down in there? Or do we just go down blind?
Oh, we are.
Probably the smart option is probably just get a new map so we can get at least some of the areas we know that we can get through. That we have.
What do you guys choose? I'm not saying a single word.
I'm looking at the other two. Seeing if they agree.
Having as much information as we can is probably the most beneficial, but we're also on a time crunch.
We are.
The library is very close. That was what Lewis said. Was that it was very, very close to where the well would be. Be like an estimate, like a 5-minute walk.
I'm saying I go blind.
Okay, so we got one person that said but going blind.
That was chat.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
chat.
chat. Does chat
Chat
want you
saying
guys to go?
blind.
Yeah, chat.
Okay.
Someone in chat says, I vote blind.
You could let the
Doug
chat choose.
saying.
You could let
Say
the
chat.
you could let the chat choose.
Chat, you're going blind or orange.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think in chat? Going blind, or should they go to the library?
1 for blind, 2 for library.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Blind,
Another blind.
It's another blind, 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 blind. Let's see. Do we go blind, or do they go blind, or do they go to the library? Do they meet another NPC, or do they go in blind?
2 fingers down, 2 before we go in the
I'm
library.
gonna-
I like having my vision.
Alrighty. But more. Okay.
Blind. So, going in blind.
Okay.
All right.
But to make it more blind, you should blindfold yourselves first. So if you want to go extra blind, that is something that you could even do.
Would that be a big blind?
I don't
Probably
have
not.
spells right now.
Yeah,
That's
you
an
don't got-
issue.
You don't got spells. You guys are level 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys
The
are
only thing I have is light.
I have sneak attack.
teeny
I
bops.
I have spells.
I got it.
So here's the question: how are you guys gonna get down? There is no rope.
Polly has
This
rope.
this well is literally kind of like one of those like tub fountains. If that makes sense, I should have described that earlier.
Okay.
So
So
you can put your hands on the sides and scurry your way down.
if you want to try, you're gonna have to roll for strength.
I'm gonna jump in.
Strength
And
or
then
athletics?
Be athletics because it would be acrobatics because you're scaling down,
Guys
and
are
it's a
just
lot.
jumping down, and Polly's still on. Well,
You're gonna take fall damage because it is more than 8 feet.
I
If
will
you-
keep
if
my
you
I got
decide-
a 4.
I will keep my arms in there and like as I'm trying like slow my entry and taking them damage.
Hold on a
I
second.
got a 4 for acrobatics.
I'll probably use my two hand actions.
So what I'm hearing is it looks like you guys are going blind. Uh-oh.
Yes.
Okay. Let me just try to figure this out quickly. I'm looking at the whole entire falling thing. The whole falling thing.
1d6 per 6 feet
Yeah.
or 10 feet, something like that.
Okay, well, it's 12 feet. So I am going to roll. Okay, if you can beat a 15, you will not take damage. Just remember you gotta climb back out of it.
So do you want me to re-roll?
Yes.
do you need me to roll for
Yes.
being on their shoulder still?
Yes, you're on Kaiser's shoulder still, so.
I rolled a natural 20.
I'm gonna look around while they're doing this and see if there's somebody nearby, like one of the vendors is selling rope.
Acrobatics to be fine.
Okay. As you see everyone preparing to, like, do their stretches and get ready to just, go in and stuff, Iggy, you see what looks like to be... Make me a perception check, actually. This is gonna be fun.
Perception back to the front sheet.
And also, I'm gonna write down at the end of stream and things like that your guys' numbers, so then we have it for when you guys do go down.
Yep.
You see what looks like to be just, like, hanging out, like, at the corner of your eye, this bluish glow.
I'm gonna focus on that.
You see what looks like to be a girl with, like, black, silky, long hair. Very, very pale, very, very, like... And it's normal-esque. Just kind of, like, watching, like...
I'm gonna. And
As
then
this
go over
happens,
to
you
her.
see, like, a group of... As you're walking over, you see what looks like to be just, like, a tiny crowd of people kind of go through. As all of a sudden you try to refocus yourself, and there's nothing there but a crow.
Like my eyes or ears that I can.
You can hear, you can see.
Yep.
The bird kind of just pops up and is like,
The what pops up?
The crow's just like, walking towards. Just looks up, tilts his head.
Hi. And I'm gonna take some crumbs of like bread or whatever that's in one of my pouches and just sprinkle it out for it and keep moving.
All of a sudden, you just see that same like figure just like cup the breadcrumbs in hand and be like, I like you, you're cool, but anyways, bye. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask if you see me again. Bye-bye. As she just like runs as fast as she can into the alley. And that's where we're gonna end it today.
Bro, then that's 20 when I did the die.
Yep, that's why I'm gonna keep your guys' rolls for when you guys do go down there. So then you guys are all set. So you just made it. You two made it as well.
No, I didn't. I did not make it because you said 15.
Yeah,
oh, yeah. So you're gonna take, when this happens, you got like 1 point of damage. You're fine. Like, you're fine. You're gonna have a really bad ankle. So you're fine. You're fine. You are fine. But thank you everybody for watching this episode of Renatus. If you guys enjoyed it, please make sure you guys hit follow so then you guys know that when we are live. We have Breaking Character on Wednesdays. We have Inquisition every other Friday. We have Crossroads on Saturday. And occasionally we have Curse of Strahd and Coffee, and Monday Dapper D. So there's plenty of stuff here for you guys to see for the variety. And if TikTok does, sink ship, you're gonna want to know where we are. But anyways, we love you. We appreciate you. I have been Ace, the DM who needs no introduction. These have been my wonderful players. And remember, your adventure matters. Roll for initiative. Bye!
Bye.
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 See if I can get that transition going through.